everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and also welcome to the second episode of building a whole equestrian estate. So let's get started. Hopefully we can finish this barn in this episode. But, okay, so I actually lost the film of where I was showing you how to, outline these stalls, because I kind of had to outline them to figure out how many I wanted and how long the barn was going to be. But I either wasn't filming or I have no idea where it went and I didn't take the time to redo it, so sorry about that. But basically they're just 4 stalls on each side, and I believe they're 10 blocks wide and 7 blocks long, including the brick that I did as the outside base. But, okay, so now we're just building the walls, and I'm using this black stuff. Oh, gosh, I really need to figure out the name of it, but we're just going to be calling it nether brick for now, even though I know that's not what it's called, and it's probably bothering some of you guys who know, all of the bricks by name in Minecraft. I'm not that person. But anyway, okay, so I'm just using logs to kind of outline the window, and then I'm going to fill it all in with dark oak, and then I'm gonna use these trapdoors that are retextured as the windows so the horses can peek out. Yeah, and I do believe I change it to, yes, I do change it. So I actually put stairs underneath it just to kind of make it, I think that looks a lot better than it just going straight across. So yeah, that's what is gonna be happening, and then you're just gonna repeat it every stall. So you're just gonna do 2 dark oak and then the logs to outline the window, and then it's 3 wide, oops, okay, and then 2 more, and then black here, and then it's just the same thing, so on and so forth. Okay, so next I'm going to take some white cord slabs and put them all along here, and then I'm going to make it one longer than the wall because it's going to have a hangover, and then I'm going to take dark oak slabs and put them over the window. I thought that it looked great, and it needed something because those poles just went up and nothing went across, so yes, and then basically we're just going to be doing the same exact thing on this side that we did on the other side. Okay, so here is how the barn is looking after I finish that side. But now let's work on the back and the sides because we have nothing back here. But I'm just gonna replace this with brick, and this is actually 8 long, not 7. And then the entrance here is gonna be 10 blocks long, and then another 8 here. And then I'm just gonna take this brick and we're gonna take it all the way to the end of the barn. Okay, so I'm just going to take 8 blocks of bricks and put them here, just like I did on the other side, and then I'm going to take deep slate and make kind of the entrance arch, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And for this arch, I believe I made it just the same tall as the walls, but so make it 1 higher than the walls because that was too low. It didn't like how cramped it felt, so the arch is 1 block higher than the walls. Okay, so let's fill this in. I'm basically going to use the same design that I used for the other walls, but I'm just using wood logs to outline the window, and then plain dark oak wood planks to fill it all in, and then I'm going to take these retextured trapdoors and use them as the windows, and then I'm going to put deep slate here in this corner, and then I'm going to take stairs and kind of make a little arch thing just like I did with the other walls, but I think it looks great for barns and especially over windows, just to kind of create a fun little arch that is it looks better than plain flat across. And then I'm going to take logs and make them go up 1 more, and then planks all across the top, and then the same thing on the other side. And then just repeat the same exact thing on the other end of the barn. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in and add some dark gray banners on either side of these windows. I just thought that the dark gray contrasted really nice with kind of the dark wood vibes that I've got going on with this barn. And then I'm actually gonna take some dark gray wool. I'm gonna put them on either side of the windows, and then I'm gonna pop some here, and yeah. So we are actually going to start on the roof, even though I know the back of this barn is completely non-existent and I have nothing going on, but this is just kind of how I do it. I don't know, I find it easy this way or something, but anyway, okay, so we're going to start with slabs, and we're going to build them up to about 6, and then we're going to start with stairs and finish out the steeple with the stairs. So here I am going in with the stairs, and we're just going to take the stairs all the way up till they meet each other. But the reason that I usually always do slabs at the first is because with barns like this that are quite wide, if I were to do stairs all the way up, it just makes it look really big and wide, and I just do not like the way it looks. But I figured out that if you just do a couple slabs at first and then use stairs for the rest of it, it just makes it a lot less steep and a lot less awkward looking, which in my opinion looks a lot better. So yeah. So now that we have the frame of the roof, we're just going to fill everything in with deep slate, and then I'll go to the other end of the barn and build that same frame, and then just fill everything in, which takes quite a while, so I won't really be filming it. So I feel like the barn is coming along quite nicely, even though it's definitely, the color is not my style. I do always usually kind of do this design, but the colors are definitely not my style. But, so the barn is missing something, and that is dormers. So we're going to add a few. I'm going to try and line them up with the windows. And then I'm just going to make them about 3 wide, because the windows are 3 wide and they are 3 tall. So for every window, I'm just going to add a dormer. Okay, so let's roof these little guys, but since the outside is quite dark, I feel like I'm gonna try and make the inside a little more bright. I'm so excited. I have some really cool stall designs for the inside. I cannot wait to share, but I'm probably gonna do the interior in the next episode. So yeah, but also if you hear humming or a motor sound in the back, it's because my brother's mowing, and he's just I don't know if you can hear that, but yeah, he's cutting a rod out there. Okay, so let's get started on the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and build this kind of bigger part, but I'm not going to build the little guy, only the big one. So let's get started. I first just need to try and line it up so that I can get it in the same spot on the other side. I'm just going to do it this way. And then I'm just going to take deep slate and put a pole here, and it just needs to be 1 block further out from the walls, and then I'm going to cut this out and then try and line it up on the other side. So I'm just kind of using the little dot to line it up, which works perfectly fine. And then I'm just going to, so the entrance is not actually going to be this wide. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller, and there's going to be windows on either side, but I just needed this for the steeple. But the actual entrance is going to be 10 blocks wide, which is the same wide apart the entrances are on either side of the barn, long ways. So there we go, and then I'm just going to build this up and then add windows on either side and then build the roof of it. So the roof is super simple. I'm not using slabs or anything. I'm just using stairs, and I'm just going to build it up into a classic steeple, and then I'm going to put wood logs underneath each stair, and then I'll just fill it in with dark oak planks and then add a window. So yeah, but I'm also just going to have to connect it in the back with deep slate. So I'm actually going to replace this strip of deep slate with dark oak planks. I don't know, I wasn't liking how it was looking, so I'm just going to replace it with dark oak planks real quick, and I'll just replace it on the other sides as well. Okay, so let's fill this in. I'm basically just going to do the same thing that I did earlier. I'm just going to put wood logs underneath each stair and then fill it all in with dark oak planks and then add a window. Okay, everyone, so the exterior of the barn is officially finished. I'm so excited. I feel like it has turned out quite well, but there is one last little detail that I really want to add, and I feel like it's just not quite complete without it. So let's get started. I was doing some research because I had no idea what these things were called. Maybe I'm just dumb and I should have known. But, so this little thing that I'm building is called a cupola. And I usually always incorporate them with my barns. I just love the way they look. You probably know where this is going, but it just definitely tops it off and completes it. So I am just using dark oak planks and then slabs, and I'm just going to go all the way around, and then I'm going to cut the corners off just to try to give it a nice round neat look. And then I'm going to take deep slate stairs and begin building the roof. I'm just going to put them in each corner, and then I have slabs, but you build them up to blocks, and I'm just going to put them here where I missed the stairs, and then more stairs on top of the blocks. And then you're going to put blocks right here, and then you're going to build them up and then go in with deep slate stone wall, and then the fences on top. And if we turn around, we have our our cupola. I don't even know really why it's called that, but anyway, here we go. Now it is definitely complete. And yes, that is it. I'm gonna do a little landscaping, and then that'll be it for this episode. so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for the next episode, and I will see you next time. Bye!